Buckle up, Falcons fans, because the Atlanta Falcons are teetering on the edge of a transformative offseason that could redefine this franchise for years to come. The whispers on X and across the web are buzzing with speculation, and the stakes couldn't be higher. From a defensive line banking on improving youth to a linebacker core that's raising red flags for 2026, the Falcons are walking a tightrope. Will they soar to new heights or stumble under the weight of uncertainty? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's dive into this roller coaster of a story that's got every fan on the edge of their seat. Oh, and stick around, there's a bombshell about the linebacker situation that'll leave you questioning everything. But first, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, don't wait. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Only 1% of viewers actually subscribe. Let's change that. A small action that makes a huge difference. The defensive line, youth, hope, and a whole lot of pressure. Let's start with the defensive line, where the Falcons are betting big on a youth movement that's equal parts exhilarating and nerve-wracking. Last year, this unit was, let's be honest, underwhelming. The departure of living legend Grady Jarrett left a gaping hole, and the team's biggest free agent splash, Morgan Fox, is a solid role player but not the game-changer you pin Super Bowl hopes on. So, what's the plan for 2025? It's all about the young guns, David Onyemata, Rucker Orhorhoro, and Zach Harrison, stepping up with a sprinkle of veteran grit to keep things steady. But can they deliver? That's the million-dollar question. The big three, Onyemata, Orhorhoro, and Harrison. David Onyemata, the elder statesman at 33, is the anchor of this group. He's shown flashes of brilliance with a handful of dominant games in 2024, but consistency has been elusive. Under the new, aggressive defensive scheme led by Jeff Ulbrich and Nate Ollie, Onyemata could rediscover his 2023 form as a disruptive force. But here's the catch: age isn't on his side, and injuries have lingered. If he falters, the Falcons are in trouble. Can he hold the line, or will the wheels come off? You tell me, Falcons fans, what's your gut saying? Rucker Orhorhoro is the wild card that's got everyone talking. In limited snaps last season, he flashed raw power and savvy, bullying offensive linemen against the run and showing promise as a pass rusher. The Falcons see him as a potential starter, a three-down force who can stuff the run and chase quarterbacks. But consistency is the key. If Ruck can build on those glimpses of greatness, he might just be the spark this line needs. Picture this: Orhorhoro barreling through double teams, planting running backs in the dirt. Exciting, right? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Can Ruck be the breakout star of 2025? Then there's Zach Harrison, a versatile beast who's been asked to do it all in his young career. Whether he's crashing off the edge or clogging the interior, Harrison's relentless motor makes him a nightmare for tackles and guards alike. With more playing time in 2025, he's poised to make quarterbacks' lives miserable. Imagine Harrison and Orhorhoro teaming up to collapse pockets, with Onyemata anchoring the middle. That's the kind of chaos that could turn this defense into a juggernaut. But it's a big if. Are you buying the hype on Harrison, or is he still a work in progress? The supporting cast, Dorlus, Fox, and the depth chart. Behind the big three, Brandon Dorlus and Morgan Fox are vying for significant roles. Dorlus, a college standout, was underutilized as a rookie, but the coaching staff is raving about his potential. As a big edge on early downs or a third-down interior rusher, Dorlus could surprise everyone. The question is whether he can translate his college tape into NFL production. If he does, the Falcons might have a secret weapon. What do you think? Can Dorlus carve out a starting role, or is he destined for the bench? Morgan Fox, meanwhile, is the ultimate double-edged sword. He's a pass-rushing dynamo who can knife into the backfield, but his run defense is, well, let's call it a work in progress. He'll likely see action on obvious passing downs, where his knack for disruption shines. But if the young guys stay healthy, his role might be limited. Is Fox the kind of veteran you trust to mentor this young line, or is he just a stopgap? The depth chart rounds out with Kentavious Street, Taquan Graham, Laquale London, and rookie Simeon Barrow Jr. Street is a reliable rotational piece, offering steady run defense but little flash. Graham, coming off an injury, is a run-stopping specialist who could edge out Street for snaps if he's healthy. London, a practice squad staple, is a long shot to make the roster but has shown promise against the run. And Barrow? He's a raw talent with quickness that could make him a practice squad gem. Who's your pick to rise above the pack here, Falcons fans? The big picture, a rotation built on potential. Defensive line coach Nate Ollie is all about sending waves of pass rushers, meaning everyone on this roster will see action. That's exciting, but it's also risky. This group lacks a proven star, and the loss of Jarrett still stings. If Onyemata stays healthy, or Aurora and Harrison step up, and Dorless or Fox deliver in key moments, this line could surprise. But if the youth movement stalls, the Falcons' defense might be stuck in neutral. What's your take? Can this young line rise to the occasion, or are we in for another rough year up front? The linebacker crisis, a ticking time bomb. Kaden Ellis has been a tackling machine, posting a team-high 71.5 grade as an off-ball linebacker in 2024. But here's the kicker, he's entering the final year of his contract. The Falcons are desperate to re-sign him, but if negotiations stall, they could lose their defensive heartbeat. Imagine Ellis chasing down ball carriers, only to walk away in free agency. That's a nightmare scenario, right? Should Atlanta break the bank to keep him, or start planning for life after Ellis? The rest of the linebacker room is a mixed bag. Arnold Ebiketie, Troy Anderson, and J.D. Bertrand are still finding their footing, while Divine Deablo brings athleticism but not much depth. The addition of James Pierce Jr., acquired at the cost of a 2026 first-round pick, adds intrigue. Pierce is listed as a linebacker but projects as an edge rusher, potentially pairing with Jalen Walker to wreak havoc off the edge. But here's the rub, neither is a true off-ball linebacker, leaving Atlanta thin at the position. If Ellis walks and the youngsters don't step up, this unit could be a glaring weakness. What's your gut telling you? Can this group hold it together, or is 2026 a must-draft year for linebackers? So, what's your take? Can the young defensive line step up and fill Grady Jarrett's shoes? Should the Falcons go all in to keep Kaden Ellis, or start scouting the 2026 draft? And who's your breakout star for 2025, or Aurora, Harrison, or someone else? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this story is far from over. Hit that like button, subscribe for more Falcons updates, and let's soar together. Rise up, Atlanta!